Up next, consistency is their goal. They want to win each half, each quarter, each possession. It's next. So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. Here with Grant Hill, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Tonight we've got a special treat. Our NBA insider, Shams Charania, sitting in with us as well. Shams, glad you could be here tonight.
Of course, BA, I'm glad to be a part of this crew. This is a pretty big-time group I'm a part of right now, BA.
Yeah, well, good luck getting the word in, my friend. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Take a look at the visitors here. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, right now for the Jayhawks, they get a big reward for the great work they've been doing as they break into the top 5. And plenty of people think they'll keep rising. There's just a lot of optimism around this team right now.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Johnson, and it's Peterson in at the 3. They've got Powell, and it's Trimble in at the 2 guard. Puts it up from the high post. Powell right side. Goes back up, and that one's good.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. The home team on D. Here's Johnson.
Oh, wow!
Look out!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. They set the pick. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September, Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer too.
Yeah, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse.
Always ready.
Down low. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
To the paint.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Trimble. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. To the inside. White. And there's the rejection. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this way.
To the right side. Tipped. Powell for 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And more, we're seeing teams run 1 center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
With the David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Dixon, fires in the triple.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Takes the three, sends it home from three-point land.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Now Johnson. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter of the game.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pass to Stevenson. Out to the right wing. Here's Dixon, covered by Johnson. 13 feet out. Dixon can't get it to go. He's got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. And it's good for 2. 8 points for Jay.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Trimble. It's stolen. To the middle. Here's Peterson. Can't get it to fall. Here's Trimble. And the layup is good.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
There's a screen. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You know, they...
At the line for one, number 44.
And the free throw, no good. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
The shot by Evans, no good. Gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Wilson. Inside. Here's Evans. Dawson with a rebound. Gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Johnson with a bucket.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Peterson with a rebound. Wilson's gone 2 for 6. Oh, my goodness!
Oh, my.
assist goes to.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And Shams, as always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, BA. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, BA.
Best to call, text, email, or send a snail mail.
All of the above.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't need a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
Pass to Johnson from downtown. Stevenson with a rebound. Gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Powell outside. On target from range. Powell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
Evans, that's good. Evans has got 5.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
White. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 23.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Idiot feet. And measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. And here's a good one. Gerald Hops inquires, what would happen if the league got rid of the three-point line?
I actually love that idea. Get rid of those little guys running around on the outside. Earn your living in the paint.
Yeah, nope. Let's not go back to the olden days. No, thank you.
Well, you know, the league is always looking for ways to improve and evolve, but I agree. I don't see that one happening anytime soon. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. They've got Powell, and it's Evans in at point. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Pass to Wilson. Now here's Powell. And he's going for the oop here. And they're on the break. Here's White, and he hammers it home to polish off the break.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Pass to Trimble. Here's Evans. Fires from 14. Here's Johnson. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Fires for three. Dawson with a rebound. Got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Johnson passes to White. Johnson on the wing. 23 points in the game. Basket's good. Johnson's got 25 points. Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid over-helping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers, and the same thing goes as to when to help and when to stay home on shooters. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Count it.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
To the wing, right side. Here's Evans. Three-pointer off the mark.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Left side, Johnson. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It will be a re-jump.
White, the pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Hits the trifecta. Johnson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Evans, that's good.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. BA, back to you.
That's saying something. All right, thank you, Allie. For 3, Powell, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Skipped it to perfection, utilizing the hardware.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
He's going to need to move up this list big time. To be part of the three-point contest, but he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc, and he certainly has the ability to do so.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Got 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Trimble. Back to Stevenson. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year.
Well, the commitment they brought to the boards is evident in those numbers. Rebounding's never a glamour stat, but it wins you games.
To the inside.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. 1:56 left in the third. Pass to Trimble. To the paint. Here's Dixon. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
These are his first free throws of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Outside Johnson. And the layup falls. Johnson's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Outside Young. Pass to Dixon. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Good work there as it goes.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Johnson with a bucket.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps them make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Dixon, good.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Up top, Johnson. He's got 38. Let's go with a three. Stevenson with a rebound. Stevenson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dixon can't get it to go. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 13. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here, to the middle.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Pass to Wilson. Here's Powell. There's the triple. Counted from distance.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, and hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Here's Evans. Powell in the post. Oh, yeah! That's good!
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. White fires! Down it goes!
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
1:50 left in the fourth quarter here. Now Powell. Quick two. Oh, net.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Nice. That one's good.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Jayhawks.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jay.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. It's good! And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Jayhawks. Ooh, they pick off the pass. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time now for our player of the game.